family. I pray you had a restful week. This is our sabbatical Selah month, a month for us to pause, breathe, and to rest in God's presence. How about when you pause with a good book? Today, we have the pleasure of hearing from Dr. Ibram Kendi on his book on how to be an anti-racist.
What inspired me to write How to Be an Anti-Racist is I had a lot of people saying to me, how can I be anti-racist? And that largely came about after I wrote a book, Stand from the Beginning, which chronicled anti-Black racist ideas and also their collision with anti-racist ideas. So I sort of showed the ways in which anti-Black racist ideas have suggested ideas that Black people were inferior, and I've also chronicled in Stand from the Beginning ideas that challenged those ideas, particularly anti-racist ideas. And so in speaking about that book, I would encourage people to be anti-racist, to adopt anti-racist ideas, to recognize there's not anything wrong or inferior about Black people as a group. And the more I encouraged that, the more people responded by, what do you mean anti-racist? What is that? How can I be anti-racist? And so I wanted to answer that in book form. We shouldn't live in a world where there's multiple ways of seeing and being in the world, multiple ways, multiple cultural practices, but we're only really learning about one set of cultural practices. When we don't ensure that our literature is diverse, it actually reinforces racist ideas that cause people to think that they're better or worse because of their race. So many social norms have been challenged in book form, and has transformed millions of perspectives to start to think differently or create a new, more equitable or more just norm. Just as books have given people the ability to resist power and the understanding of how to resist power and an understanding of what the problem is. And so to me, that's why books are so important, and that's precisely why power is trying to ban books. It becomes even more important for private organizations like a church to be that space where people could truly learn and debate and discuss the truth, their history, their culture. And frankly, particularly for Black people, for the better part of American history, the church has served as that space where we could speak the truth, understand the truth, learn the truth, and be inspired by the truth. There's a number of things that people can take away from us, and people indeed are taking away from us. But one of the things that cannot be taken away from us is our awareness and our knowledge of the world. And one of the ways in which we gain that knowledge and awareness of the world that we're living in is through books. And so I've always turned to books. That's one of the reasons why I think reading is so absolutely critical. It's one of the things we can do to make sure that we are not controlled.
Thank you, Dr. Kendi, on your insight on your book about how to be an anti-racist. Tab family, I encourage you to read his book or any book on our summer reading list. We all can find the summer reading list on tbcaugusta.org. Thank you for worshiping with us at the historical Tabernacle Baptist Church, a local church making a global impact.